heart rate activity. Bridge to college math. Mr. Mailhot, hey guys, let's go. All right. So task 2, I gave this to you guys as homework if you're in my class. Otherwise, let's go through it. Task 2, Unit 3. Find a person 30 years old or older, record their approximate age. Well, the closest I could get. I used my wife. She is 25 years old. Close enough. Measure his or her pulse for 15 seconds. Okay, so we measured her pulse. It came out to 19 beats per, I guess not per minute, per 15 seconds. 19 beats per 15 seconds. Her heart beats pretty fast. What would it be in 1 minute? Well, to get 1 minute, there are 4 15 seconds in 1 minute. With a table, it could look like this. Beats and 15 seconds. So in 15 seconds, actually, let's do it a little different. Let's go just seconds. In 15 seconds, there would be 19. In 30, we just doubled the number of seconds, so double the number of beats. 19 plus 19 gives you 38. Add 15 again. 45. 15, 30, 45. We're counting up by 15s because we're starting with 15. It's a good unit to use, so let's use it. We've got 3 sets of 19. We went 19 to 38. 19 again would give you 57. And if we add another 15 seconds, hey, that's 1 minute. 60 seconds is 1 minute. Add another 19, or in other words, 19 times 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of 15 seconds, and we get 76 beats per minute. Then we can do beats per BPM, beats per minute. Have the person run in place for 2 minutes. My wife was not happy about this. I just had her jog for 2 minutes. What was her pulse again for 15 seconds? Well, when we did that, excuse me, when we did that, it came out to 28 every 15 seconds. Now, we don't need to go through this whole table again. Use what we learned. There are 4 sections of 15 seconds, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 in 1 minute. 4 15 seconds in 1 minute. Multiply by 4. 28 times 4 would get us up to this 60 seconds. We just have a new beat this time. 28 times 4. We could do this in our heads probably. 20 times 4 is 80. Right, 20 times 4 plus 8 times 4, that's 80. That's 32. 80 plus 32 gives you 112. And if you do it on the calculator, please, Mr. Manhot, don't be wrong. 28 times 4 is 112. There it is. Okay, so 112 beats per, not peanut butter, oh my gosh, beats per minute. Okay. Question C. How many times would that person's heart beat if they ran a 5K race? Okay, if you don't have a rate at which this person runs, assume they can average, here we go, 6 miles an hour per the race, during the race. So during the race, they can go 6 miles per 1 hour. That's their rate. That's their rate, 6 miles per 1 hour. And they want to know a 5K. Well, kilometers to miles, we got to convert to those as well. And then we got to talk about heartbeat. Let's go from miles to kilometers. If you did a little research, I looked on the side, up on Google. 1 mile equals 1.61 kilometers. Or I guess we'll just use K because they're just using K. 1 mile equals 1.6 kilometers. This is called a conversion rate because we're converting miles to kilometers. All right. Well, 6 miles would be this per 1 hour. And let's go from miles, we're getting times, miles to kilometers. Well, there are 1.61 kilometers in 1 mile. Kind of the trick that you've probably learned in the past is like you want your units diagonal from each other. They kind of cancel each other out, almost like variables or numbers. You can cancel each other out. So here, do that multiplication. 6 times 1.61, what do we get? 6 times 1.61, oh, 0.61, we get 9.66 kilometers. 9.66 kilometers per 1 hour. 9.66. Okay, so it takes an hour to go this far. Now we only want a 5K race. So it takes an hour to run 9.6 kilometers, but we only want to know 5 kilometers. This is also a conversion rate. If we take this answer, let's see, we'll kind of go over here. 9.66 kilometers per hour. And we want to know 5 kilometers per how many hours? X, right? We don't know. It should be the same rate. Like if I was running at this rate, but just stopped at 5 kilometers, it would take however long this is. Let me say that again. If I was running at this speed, 9.6 per an hour, if I was running at that speed, but I stopped at 5 kilometers, so running, stop at 5, the amount of time that would take would be whatever this number is. Now these are kind of nice, right? We're converting. You can use cross multiplication. 9.66x, because we multiplied, would equal 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Divide by 9.6 on both sides. 5. I'm doing it on my calculator here. 5 divided by 9.66 gives us 0.5. Let's go 0.52. 52 hours. 0.52 hours. Now that does not mean 52 minutes, right? 52 minutes is not half an hour. This is actually maybe 30 minutes and 30 seconds or so. So how long would it take to run that long? 0.52 hours. Okay, we still haven't answered the question. How many times would that person's heart beat at this rate if they ran for that long? Man, I need some more paper. We go sticky note. So we've got two things. 112 beats per minute, and they're running at 0.52 hours. Running for 0.52 hours. Well, shoot. This is per minute. This is hours. We got to do a little conversion. I'd say convert this to hours first. That'd be easier. 112 beats per 1 minute. Convert to hours. There are 60 minutes per 1 hour. Right? Those minutes kind of cancel each other out. And we get 112 times 60. 6,720 beats per hour. Now we don't need a whole hour, right? We don't need a whole 1 hour. We need 0.52 of an hour. So what is 0.52 of this? 0.52 of, remember, of kind of means multiply. It's a kind of a verbal cue to remember multiply. 0.52 of that, well, here we go, 6,720, that answer, times 0.52, oh my gosh, 0.52, 3,494, 0.4 beats. Whew! A lot of conversion. Let's recap. We converted resting rate from 15 seconds to minutes. We did running rate from 15 seconds to minutes again. Then we went from the minutes. You had to save that minutes for later, because down here we had to convert kilometers to miles. Or, sorry, other way around. Miles to kilometers. Then find out how much time it took to go 5 kilometers instead of 9.6 that we found. We got about half an hour, 0.52 of an hour. Then we had to use our beats per minute and the time it took to run a 5K to come up with beats per hour multiplied by how much time was there, right, of that much time. 3,494 beats in a 5K. So if I was running my 5K and I could take my pulse at the same time, or I guess my wife, if she could run a 5K and keep a pulse at the same time, she'd count that many beats. All right, guys. Remember, we're mathematicians. We can do anything we want. Have a great Thanksgiving break. Come back with questions. See you next time.